Hi girls! I am so excited that you are doing Morning Meltdown with us. I'm really excited to have just a goal to work towards and girls to do it with. These are some of my favorites, doing launch groups with other people, because it's just so fun to do it at the same time. There's power in sticking to those goals a little bit more than when you're just doing something all on your own. So, I know when you're starting something new, sometimes it's super confusing or overwhelming, so I just want to go over a few things that hopefully will help. So, the first thing, our group is going to run in an app called My Challenge Tracker. So, if you've never used this before, I'm going to put a little informational video at the end of this email that will tell you how to work it, that kind of thing. But the basis is there's going to be a post every single day. So it has a little bit of tip, suggestion, that kind of thing, and then there's going to be questions at the end that you're going to check in on. So they're just going to be guides to how did your day go, basically. So you're going to want to check in on those every day at the end of the day. So you can set your reminder on that app to be like 9 p.m. or whenever you're kind of settling down at the end of your day. So, daily post. Now, I will warn you, I think some of the posts are going to be workout specific, but don't worry about that if you're not on the right day. I am not going to be on the right day half of the time because probably not going to do it 7 days a week, and that's okay. So, ignore that part. Just pay attention to what day it is and check in on that. 2, log your workouts, please. And if you do shakes and that kind of stuff, log that too. So, logging your workouts is so helpful and important to me because I can look at just my people. This group is kind of big, but even if you choose not to share your workout with the group, I can still see that you logged it. And then I can look at your whole week and know, oh, she did 5 workouts this week, or she's only done 1, and we need to check in and see what's going on this week that we can help plan a little bit more. So, that's what I'll say about the app. The next thing is I would like you guys to do this planning worksheet, at least in the beginning, when you're getting things done. So, ignore the title at the bottom because I did not spend enough time to look for the right version of it. But this is what it looks like. So, it's kind of confusing, maybe, but each day, just to visualize what your week is going to look like. So the first column is work and activities. If you work the same schedule every day, it's probably not a big deal, but what do you have going in the evenings? Do you have meetings you need to go to? Do kids have practice? That kind of thing. Just in one place, what's going on this week. The next column is who needs food. So do you need to pack lunches for different people each day? Who's going to be home at dinner? Like this week, my husband is probably going to be helping doing field work in the evening, so it'll probably just me and the kids for supper because he just packs a lunch and takes it with him. So that changes a little bit what I'm going to make for supper if I'm the only one guaranteed to eat, because let's be honest, my kids are picky. They don't eat what I make most of the time. But that just kind of helps there. The next one is your menu. So what are you going to make? And then the last one is what days are you going to work out. So I'm going to post mine, but we do shakes every day for breakfast. It just keeps it easy, keeps us full. I do leftovers for lunch almost every day because it's easy. And if not, my backup is eggs. I always make hard-boiled eggs before the week, and I'll either eat them like that or I'll just make a simple egg salad with avocado oil mayo, and apple cider vinegar and salt and pepper. It's just what I love. So, then I have my dinners is the main thing that I plan out for the week. So, I have found that if I at least think of my meals and have groceries in my fridge, 100% different. If I don't have any ideas, it's like the only thing I can think of is tacos. That's the only meal I know how to make if I don't think about it ahead of time. So, I do this every Friday, actually, when our Back the Kitchen menu comes out, and then I plan my week. That way I have the whole weekend to grocery shop and get it in the fridge. Because sometimes I used to sit down on Sunday afternoon, and by that time I was like over it, didn't care. And Monday's way too late to think about it. So, you can put a little bit like what's your goal for the week. So I've been awful this last week with all my nutrition. So eating to fuel my body and limiting to 2 treats. So that's for the whole week, desserts or drinks or whatever I want to do, 2. What day it starts, and then my faith plan, I am reading the book In His Image by Jen Wilkin, and I try to do a little portion of my Bible reading in the morning. So, that's something else I'd really encourage you guys to do and make a part of this. Especially if you're like trying to figure out your morning routine and that kind of thing. Finding a way to be consistent. I know a lot of you, that's been part of your goal, is to be consistent with that. And so you don't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to look like anybody else's. It doesn't have to be sitting in a chair with a cup of coffee and the house completely quiet for 30 minutes, even if that's what you would love to do. So I sent a list of some of my favorite books. Look and see if there's a topic that appeals to you. That is my number one suggestion, is finding something that appeals to you. A topic that you're interested in. If you start a book and you're not into it, stop. Find something else that you like. I am not a super big fan of short devotionals every day. Like, I did love Jesus Calling, but I would much rather read a whole book and just do a little part of it every day. That's just me. There's also some really good apps. She Reads Truth. Find a devotion on there that is a topic that you like. I know a lot of women really like the First 5 app. It's like the first 5 minutes of your day, there's a devotion. So I would just encourage you to find something and just start. Tweak it if you need to. If your schedule's different, that's okay. If you like to listen to things, that's fine. Find a podcast or do an audiobook. Just start, and then we can figure it out from there. So, nutrition, that's the other thing. Sorry, this video is getting long. You can skip it if you want to. My best suggestion is just figure out what works for you. So, I know that's not very helpful, but what works best for me is just basic goals of eating as clean as I can, so the least processed options available, more veggies, more water. Those are my 3 basic things. So if I focus on that, I do much better than trying to stick to calories or freaking out about containers and trying to make sure I get all the right ones in. I do kind of use the containers as a guide of how many servings of something I should aim for in a day, but I don't stick to them completely. But I also know when you're starting something, structure can be really helpful. I did calories when I first started, along with trying to eat as clean as possible. I've done containers in the past, and there's really good advantages to that too. So tracking can also be really helpful. So if you feel kind of lost or not sure, I can help you with that. Sometimes it's just trial and error, figuring out what helps give you structure but doesn't make you feel trapped, if that makes sense. Because sometimes it's really easy to get obsessive about calories or containers or what you can't have. I always do better if I focus on what I can have. So that's just what works for me and my personality. But I'm happy to help explore all the other things with you to figure out what you need, because you have to combine nutrition with this fitness program, or you will not feel the full benefits of feeling good, changes in your body, progress, all that kind of stuff. So thank you for bearing with me. I'm so excited. I'm going to try to send out like just kind of a weekly reminder, your planning sheets, and you can just respond to this email and send them back to me, or you can text them to me. The group's just going to be kind of big, and nobody else is doing these planning sheets. So it's just kind of a way to make sure that you're looking ahead, that you're not already into Tuesday and you haven't figured out what you're doing for the week. So anyway, love you girls, so excited, and always ask what questions you have because it's super normal to have them. So anyway, have a great day and I'll see you soon.